Welcome back to Cars Vault. Most vehicles simply exist on the road. These don't just occupy a space, they command the very air around them. Starting the count at number 10, the 2026 Lexus LX 900. This is not a machine built for traffic. It's a black silhouette that alters the atmosphere where it rests. A matte obsidian presence that makes other cars seem like relics from a forgotten era. Its broad, low stance and drawn roof profile suggests a predator in ceremonial dress. The signature grille has evolved into a mask of pure intent, bordered by laser-thin lights that don't just illuminate the path. They assess it. But here is the pivotal shift. Pull the handle, and the exterior silent threat melts into a sanctuary. The world's noise fades behind a vault-like door seal. Inside, it's an environment, not just an interior. Leather appears poured, not stitched, while ambient strips cast a gentle halo over brushed metal. Twin floating screens glow with serene, collected data. Nothing clamors. Everything simply awaits your command. Then it stirs to life. A twin-turbo V8 hybrid with 740 horsepower awakens with subdued, confident breath. Accelerate, and the LX 900 doesn't sprint, it unfolds. 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds, delivered as a single, seamless exertion of will. Adaptive suspension reads the tarmac ahead, turning broken pavement into forgotten rumor and sharp bends into graceful arcs. And in that moment, you understand this isn't about flaunting wealth. It's about exercising a quiet, unassailable authority. Arriving late 2025, starting near $155,000. Number 9, the Dodge Conquest SUV. The 2026 Conquest is a declaration of war, given four-wheel drive. An icon of American rebellion, now standing tall on a chassis of pure defiance. A monolithic shape in gloss black that renders surrounding cars as mere set dressing. Its circular headlamps glare from a thin, aggressive snout. A power bulb dominates the hood, and flared arches strain against massive dark alloy wheels. A single scarlet light blade across the rear signs its name like a warning. But here's the revelation. Within, the brawler transforms into a commander's quarters. Saddle brown leather, ambient crimson lighting, forged carbon fiber. Elements arranged like tactical instruments on velvet. A thick, flat-bottom wheel frames a driver-focused digital dash. Gauges pulsing with latent energy. You don't merely take a seat, you assume a position. Then the awakening. Beneath lies a 6.2-liter supercharged hybrid V8. Over 860 combined horsepower. In stealth mode, it prowls in utter silence. Engage its full voice, and the world fractures into a symphony of supercharger whine and thunderous exhaust. 0 to 60 vanishes in 3.0 seconds flat. An adaptive suspension hunkers down, morphing this formidable presence into a corner-consuming force. And the realization strikes. This isn't a nostalgic callback. It's muscle, crowned and commanding. Landing late 2025 from approximately $128,000. Number 8, the Mercedes-Benz GLE 600. Certain SUVs blend into flow of cars. The 2026 GLE 600 does not blend. It alters the ambience like a sovereign entering a room. Sheathed in a deep ocean blue that borders on black, its chrome accents serve as regalia, not decoration. The upright grille ascends like a modern portico. The three-pointed star at its heart a silent vow. Sleek light units slice from its corners. Its body lines don't demand your gaze. They calmly direct it towards immense stature. But here is the transformation. Open the door, and the outside realm retreats. The cabin is not a space. It's a climate. Ivory and ebony Napa leather. Open pour wood warmed by subtle lighting. Turbine vents framed in brushed aluminum. A single, sweeping glass display arcs across the dashboard. A command console suspended in serenity. The silence that follows the door's closure is absolute. Then motion. A 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 with hybrid assistance delivers 630 horsepower through 4 Matic Plus all-wheel drive. 0 to 60 in approximately 3.7 seconds. Yet the sensation is never one of panic. Power doesn't detonate. It simply manifests smooth and sovereign. Air suspension with active body control scans the road ahead, leveling, leaning, correcting imperfections before they ever reach you. And you comprehend, this isn't a fast utility vehicle. It's a penthouse in motion, arriving early 2026, starting around $122,000. Number 7. The Toyota Century Fortuner. The 2026 Century Fortuner represents a royal lineage gifted with terrestrial dominion, the coach of statesmen, fused with the heart of an explorer. Cloaked in a black so profound it mirrors polished volcanic glass, it stands immovable, a mobile monument. A towering, intricately patterned grille, veined with subtle bronze, is flanked by crystalline light units that seem to acknowledge your approach. From the side, powerful shoulders and fluid lines flow down to immense dark bronze wheels, suggesting a state of perpetual readiness. But here is the turn. Open the portal, and you enter not a cabin, but a council chamber. Rich tan leather, hand-polished walnut, and titanium accents surround a curved OLED display that floats like an informative horizon. Whisper, and the lighting dims respectfully. The air suspension lowers itself in a silent bow. In the rear, executive lounge seats recline into near horizontal repose, each with personalized climate, fragrance, and a Mark Levinson audio sanctuary. This doesn't feel like a commute. It feels like a procession. Then it travels. A twin-turbo 4.0-liter V6 hybrid releases 690 horsepower through an intelligent all-wheel drive system. It can glide in electric silence one moment, then dispatch 60 miles per hour in 4.1 seconds the next. The suspension breathes with the terrain. Advanced traction systems anticipate loss of grip before it occurs. And the truth emerges. This isn't an SUV. It's a crown, endowed with the capability to go anywhere. Coming mid-2026, starting near $175,000. Number 6. The 2026 BMW X9. You could call it the Bavarian G-Class. Some automobiles travel down a street. The X9 reorders it. It doesn't arrive. It materializes. A hue of shadow gray metal stretched taut over formidable musculature. Every plane captures light like flowing mercury, accented with copper-toned veins. The iconic kidney grille is no longer polite greeting. It's a gilded portcullis, tall and imposing, set between razor-sharp laser lights. In profile, it reads as a supercar elevated to a position of power. A long hood, a low, sloping greenhouse perched above vast copper-rimmed wheels that seem to press the asphalt into submission. Its presence is a form of pressure. But here is the counterpoint. Open the door, and the exterior's latent aggression dissolves into a cathedral of calm. Inside is a world of deep navy and brush metal. Quilted leather with ceremonial tactility. A single, sweeping curved glass panel houses twin displays that float like a horizon of light. Controls respond with silken precision. This feels less like entering a vehicle and more like stepping onto the bridge of a starship. Then propulsion. A twin-turbo V8 hybrid generating 750 horsepower awakens with muted, floor-borne growl. Apply throttle, and the X9 surges forward, 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. Its substantial mass seems to dissolve into pure, fluent motion. Four-wheel torque vectoring and adaptive suspension carve tarmac into clean, deliberate shapes. High speed ceases to feel risky and starts to feel like a native language. And the realization hits. This isn't BMW competing in a category. This is BMW defining the next one. Launching late 2025 as a 2026 model from about $188,000. Number 5. The Toyota Land Cruiser Century. In the automotive world, some names don't just have history. They cast long, enduring shadows. Land Cruiser, Century, each a legend. The 2026 Land Cruiser Century SUV doesn't add to these legacies. It forges them into a singular, near-mythic entity. You sense it before you fully see it. A profound, ink-blue monolith that absorbs light, standing with the calm, towering presence of a mobile temple. Its upper body is all dignified ceremony, a long hood flowing into an upright, purposeful cabin. Below lies pure capability. The stance of something that can traverse continents without ever raising its voice. The grille doesn't snarl, it presides. A wide, chrome-edged lattice, patterned like a sacred gate, is flanked by slender lights that illuminate with judgment, not mere function. Those dark finish wheels aren't for show. They're for dominion. But here's the shift. Open the door, and the wilderness becomes a distant memory. Inside is an exercise in Japanese restraint. Black leather, muted polished wood, silent metal. No glitz, no clamor. Seats that don't simply hold you, they honor you. The outside world dissolves into a hushed, respectful blur. Then it proceeds. A twin-turbo V6 hybrid, producing about 670 horsepower, doesn't rush. It ascends. Power arrives in smooth, sovereign waves. A sublime air suspension erases insults from the road. Advanced crawl systems and locking differentials transform rock, sand, and river into mere passing scenery. It glides where others must grind. And you understand this is not an SUV. It is an heirloom, granted the power of terrain. Arriving 2026, starting around $195,000. Number 4, the Lamborghini Minotauro SUV. Some cars catch your eye. Then there are machines that seize your entire focus before you even know you're looking. The 2026 Lamborghini Minotauro is the latter, a matte gray phantom that doesn't park. It occupies. It resembles less a car and more a storm cloud given mechanical form. Panels that devour light, edges sharpened like surgical tools, a posture that whispers predator first, utility second. The front end leans forward as if sending the horizon. Its headlights narrowed to slits of aggressive luminance. It barely looks street legal. It looks barely contained. But here is the inversion. Pull the scissor door and step inside, where the exterior's ferocity becomes structured art. Hexagonal geometry dominates. All contour swathes carbon fiber. Lines of emerald light pulse faintly beneath surfaces like neural pathways. The fighter jet flip cover over the ignition button awaits your command. The digital cluster transforms from minimalist to militant. You don't sit here. You secure yourself. Then the eruption. A twin-turbo hybrid V8 unleashes roughly 830 horsepower to all four wheels. In its quiet mode, it creeps with an eerie silence. Switch to Corsa, and the exhaust erupts in a metallic snarl that sounds less like an engine and more like a promise of velocity. 0 to 60 in about 2.8 seconds. Rear axle steering and torque vectoring dissect corners as if they were abstract concepts. And the epiphany arrives. This isn't an SUV chasing a trend. It's a hypercar that conquered altitude. Landing in 2026, starting around $345,000. Proof that some tempests don't form in the sky. They emerge from your garage. Number 3, the Mercedes-Maybach G-Class. There are SUVs that make an entrance, and there are SUVs that arrive as a final statement. The 2026 Mercedes-Maybach G-Class is a definitive statement, a black chrome monolith that doesn't drive into view. It asserts dominion. The body remains a fortress of iconic angles. But now every line is tailored, every surface an obsidian depth that seems to swallow surrounding light. The vertical grille stands like the gate to a private estate, the Maybach emblem gleaming at its center. Twin digital light units cut the darkness with surgical precision. This isn't just design, it's posture. But here is the metamorphosis. Open the substantial door, and the military-derived vehicle becomes a throne room. The seal is bank vault tight. The silence is immediate. Diamond-quilted Napa leather in cognac and ivory. Ribbons of polished Macassar ebony. Metal controls machine like fine timepieces. In the rear, 2 fully reclining captain's chairs face a console housing a champagne cooler, crystal flutes, and power-deploying tables. Ambient lighting bathes the cabin in molten gold or deep violet, while a Burmester 4D sound system turns music into a tangible, atmospheric presence. Then movement. A 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 hybrid. AMG enhanced to about 720 horsepower. Doesn't launch. It levitates. 0 to 60 in just over 4.0 seconds. The e-active body control scans the road ahead, tilting, leveling, preempting every imperfection. 3 locking differentials and a low-range gearbox still reside beneath the opulence, ready to transform any landscape into a formal driveway. And you grasp the concept. This isn't mere luxury. It is sovereignty built upon a legendary chassis. Arriving 2026, starting around $285,000. Number 2, the 2026 Mercedes-Maybach S680 SUV. Some vehicles symbolize success. Others redefine the very act of arrival. The 2026 Maybach S680 SUV doesn't pull up to a location. It alters the local gravity. Finished in a liquid obsidian black, it turns its surroundings into a backdrop. It stands as elongated, towering, and utterly unapologetic, rolling on 23-inch multi-spoke alloys that glitter like crown regalia beneath a waterfall grille of vertical chrome bars. The Maybach crest floats serenely above the Mercedes star. This isn't status, it's the apex. But here is the conversion. Open the door, and the world's volume drops to a whisper. The interior is not a cabin. It's an architectural marvel. Arctic white and anthracite Napa leather are stitched with couture-level precision, while chrome traces every curve. Ambient lighting breathes hues of rose gold or imperial blue from concealed seams. The rear seats are thrones, reclining, extending footrests, and enveloping occupants in a 4D Burmester soundscape from 36 speakers. Music doesn't play around you. It resonates within you. A crystal-framed tablet in the center console controls everything from massage functions to cabin fragrance. It feels less like technology and more like a discreet attendant. Then travel. A hand-built 6.0-liter twin-turbo V12 exhales a cultured, bass-rich hum. 630 horsepower translates into a sensation of effortless levitation. 4MATIC plus all-wheel drive and e-active body control scan the road ahead, leaning into bends, lifting over bumps, smoothing reality itself. 0 to 60 in about 4.4 seconds, yet you never perceive frantic speed, only the serene inevitability of progress. And the understanding crystallizes. This isn't an SUV. It's a sphere of influence on wheels. Arriving 2026, starting around $305,000. Number 1, the Mercedes-Maybach GLS 800. There are luxury SUVs, and then there are machines that make the very concept of luxury seem newly defined. The 2026 Mercedes-Maybach GLS 800 doesn't arrive on a street. It sanctifies it, cloaked in a deep midnight blue metallic. It looks like a fragment of ocean captured under a moonless sky and molded over steel. The paint doesn't merely shine. It possesses depth and luminescence. Every contour captures light like brushstrokes on a moving masterpiece. The immense vertical bar grille rises like a crown, flanked by digital headlights that don't just cut darkness, they paint it with light. Enormous, intricately cut wheels rotate with slow, galactic dignity. This is an automotive design. It's a moving ceremony. But here is the ultimate revelation. Open the door, and you cross a threshold into a private realm. Leather so supple it feels cloud-woven. Stitching so exact it resembles fine penmanship. The reclining rear seats with extending ottomans are bathed in ambient light that cycles through sapphire, champagne, or warm gold. The panoramic glass roof floats overhead like the ceiling of a contemporary palace, while a Burmester high-end 4D audio system builds architecture for your ears. You aren't seated, you are installed. Then locomotion. A hand-assembled twin-turbo V8 hybrid, tuned to a relentless 820 horsepower, doesn't surge. It summons the distant horizon closer. Airmatic suspension flattens chaos into a ribbon of silk. Rear axle steering gives this land yacht the agility of something far smaller. And in that moment of sublime motion, you realize the absolute truth. This isn't the pinnacle of the SUV hierarchy. It is a hierarchy itself, rendered in leather, metal, and absolute will. The 2026 Mercedes-Maybach GLS 800 arrives in early 2026, with pricing beginning around $355,000. If this journey into the future of automotive ambition resonated with you, show some love. Smash that like button. It truly helps the channel, Cars Vault, continue to bring you these visions. What machine here redefined luxury for you? Let's talk in the comments.